Hey, so some of you have noticed that when you create a camera using augmented reality, in the current version of PocketStudio, the depth of field doesn't look the same as when you use a static camera. So for example, I'm going to switch to high quality mode. So F2, and then I'm going to enter this camera and play it back, and then do Shift right click to focus. And you can see this focus distance value is changing. It's going from 3 meters to 10 meters. So that's working, but the image isn't changing very much at all. And that's because when you create an AR camera currently, the camera is going to take on the sensor size of your phone, which is very, very small these days. So you can see here, the sensor width is 5.5 millimeters and the height is 2.7 millimeters. So the smaller the sensor you have, the larger the depth of field you have. So like a pinhole camera has infinite depth of field, but then like a big Hasselblad has a narrower depth of field, which means you get a more blur in your circle of confusion, which creates a much nicer, softer image. So the way to get more blur in the image or a narrower depth of field using an AR camera is to change the sensor type. So I can switch to a larger sensor. So this one is 36 mils by 25 millimeters. But obviously it's changed my image composition. So now I need to increase the focal length to get back the framing that I had before. So I'm just going to undo that and duplicate this camera, do it on this one, and then I can switch between the two. Okay, so I need to go in a bit, about there. I go back. Cool. So now I have same camera and the animation plays back, but I can have a narrower depth of field. So if I send the f-stop right down, and now when I right click, still saying 3 meters and 9 meters, but I'm getting much more depth of field in the image. So that is how you can get, sorry, did I say getting much more depth of field? I mean much narrower depth of field. So that's how you can get a really nice soft lens effect when you create an AR camera.